A Detroit man accused of a violent crime spree, including a carjacking in Dearborn, laughs off the charges in court. Thanks for being with us for the news at 6. An already extensive rap sheet got longer today as Christopher Pinkard was charged with multiple felonies in Dearborn.
We've got video police say shows one of Pinkard's alleged crimes, a carjacking in which the victim was pistol whipped.
And police say he made a mistake that led right to him. Sean Lay is live with more on Pinkard's past and his bizarre behavior in court. Sean, good evening.
Good evening to you. Let's start with his alleged violent behavior right here in this parking lot in the heart of Dearborn. Two brothers telling me this came out of the blue early on a Sunday morning. They say this guy came up dressed as a worker, hard hat, vest, said he was here to do some work on lines. Then he pulled out a gun and attacked them. In court today, police calling Christopher Pinkard a threat to society. Pinkard laughing as he's charged with multiple felonies today. The 33-year-old violated his ankle monitoring system. He was out of prison as a convicted sex offender of a minor. Starting Saturday, police say he began a violent crime spree.
Mr. Pinkard is a suspect in a strangulation where shots were fired the day before this incident in the city of Dearborn and also the day after the city of Detroit on an additional carjacking.
The carjacking was Sunday morning and caught on security camera. Police believe that's Pinkard, dressed in a worker vest and hard hat, hitting a man with a gun, stealing his car on Warren Avenue in Dearborn. Moments before, he walked right past Khalil McCamich and said hi to him.
The officers came back asking, "You guys see a man wearing a DTE energy shirt?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you just passed by." And I'm like, he said hi. He's like, "Well, you just robbed your neighbors at gunpoint."
The carjacking victims are two brothers stunned that they would be carjacked in the heart of Dearborn on a Sunday morning. How did police catch Pinkard so quickly? He left his identification in a running car right around the corner.
He left it running, came down, walked around the building, robbed their car, took off, and left his car on the side of the building.
How bizarre is that?
Officers knew who he was by finding his ID in the car.
And the story does not end there. Take a look at this picture one of the victims sent to me today. That's the victim's car smashed, totaled into a house. The two brothers here, the two victims, chased the suspect here into Detroit where he crashed into a house. He ran away, but again, the second time, Devin, Kimberly, he left more evidence at the scene, so police were able to kind of follow his trail and then pick him up. They easily identified him. Back to you.
Nothing funny about those charges. Sean, I'm wondering how the victims are doing.
You know what? They're stunned by all this, as I said, shaken up, saying this is Dearborn. They just moved into an apartment near here not long ago. They said they're not going to stick around. This kind of thing has really shaken them up.
Yeah, and you can see why. All right, Sean. Devin.